The South China Sea is once again a focal point of regional tension, with Malaysia and the Philippines at the heart of the dispute. The Philippines enacted new maritime laws asserting its sovereignty. These laws clash with Malaysia's claims, especially around Sabah. This has escalated diplomatic tensions, drawing international concern. China's presence complicates the situation, raising regional concerns. The need for a peaceful resolution is more pressing than ever. The Philippines under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has taken a more assertive stance in defending its maritime claims. Central to this strategy are two new laws, the Philippine Maritime Zones Act and the Philippine Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act. Signed into law in 2023, the Philippine Maritime Zones Act defines the country's baseline, archipelagic waters, territorial sea, contiguous zone, exclusive economic zone, and continental shelf. This law is in accordance with the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, which both the Philippines and Malaysia are signatories to. However, the specific coordinates outlined in the Philippine law overlap with areas Malaysia considers its own, particularly around Sabah. The Philippine Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act, also enacted in 2023, establishes designated sea lanes for foreign vessels navigating through Philippine archipelagic waters. While this law aims to regulate maritime traffic and protect the country's marine environment, it has also drawn criticism. Critics argue that the law could restrict freedom of navigation and potentially impede trade. These laws, while intended to solidify the Philippines' maritime claims, have instead ignited diplomatic tensions with Malaysia. The overlapping claims and the potential for these laws to impact regional navigation have raised concerns. The international community is closely watching how this situation unfolds. The current tensions between Malaysia and the Philippines are rooted in a long and complex history. At the heart of this discord lies the disputed territory of Sabah, rich in resources and strategically important. Sabah, on the northern tip of Borneo, has been a point of contention for decades. The Philippines bases its claim on the historical control of the Sultanate of Sulu. In the 19th century, the Sultanate leased Sabah to the British North Borneo Company. The Philippines never recognized Sabah's incorporation into Malaysia in 1963. This dispute has periodically strained diplomatic relations. Section 4. Military exercises and regional concerns. Adding to the complexity of the situation are the military exercises conducted by the Philippines in the South China Sea. These exercises, while presented as routine training operations, have heightened anxieties in the region. The Philippines has conducted several naval exercises in recent months, some of which have taken place in waters claimed by both Malaysia and China. These exercises, often involving allies like the United States, are seen by some as a show of force and a way for the Philippines to assert its maritime claims. These military activities have drawn criticism from both China and Malaysia. China, which claims almost the entirety of the South China Sea, views these exercises as provocative and destabilizing. Malaysia, while not directly criticizing the Philippines, has expressed concern over the potential for these exercises to escalate tensions. The increased military presence in the region raises worries about miscalculation and unintended consequences. Any misinterpretation or accident could quickly escalate into a larger conflict, with potentially devastating consequences for the region. Navigating the future dialogue and diplomacy. The ongoing maritime dispute between Malaysia and the Philippines presents a significant challenge to regional stability. Resolving this issue requires a multifaceted approach that prioritizes diplomacy, dialogue, and a commitment to international law. Both Malaysia and the Philippines have expressed a desire for a peaceful resolution. However, finding common ground on issues as sensitive as sovereignty and territorial integrity will require careful negotiation and a willingness to compromise. Open and honest dialogue is crucial to de-escalating the situation. Establishing clear channels of communication between the two countries can help to build trust and prevent misunderstandings that could further inflame tensions. International law, particularly UNCLOS, provides a framework for resolving maritime disputes. Both Malaysia and the Philippines are signatories to UNCLOS and should use its mechanisms to address their overlapping claims. Ultimately, a lasting solution requires a commitment to peaceful coexistence and cooperation. Both countries have a shared interest in maintaining regional stability and prosperity. By working together, they can overcome their differences and create a more secure and prosperous future for the region.